to Finland, where if you are wealthy, I would advise against speeding. So a man was fined around $130,000 last weekend for going 50 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone. $130,000 for going 20 over the speed limit. How is this possible? Because in Finland, which is known for its ultra-progressive tax system, certain penalties are also linked to your income. And the guy who was speeding was this guy named Andres Wickloff, one of Finland's richest people. So he had to write this massive check. And let me explain what the hell is going on, because I'm sure there are many Americans reading this who are ready to revolt on behalf of the rich Finnish people. All the way back in 1921, Finland introduced what's called a day fine system, and it works like this. You take the amount of spending money an offender has for one day, divide that by 2, and then there's this multiplier based on the severity of the crime and a few other factors. Finnish authorities say it's just like their tax system, right? Like, you pay more in taxes, or you make more, you pay more in taxes. You make more, the more you pay in fines. Is this good public policy, Toby?
I mean, it is. I was digging into, is it good economic policy? And on the one hand, rich people do, on the average, drive more recklessly. So if you charge them more, then technically you're disincentivizing reckless driving from the group most likely to do it. So I was like, okay, totally on board with this. But then some people were saying, do we want more speeding in poorer neighborhoods because it's the fine is less severe? So I can see how there's kind of a trade-off on both sides. So that was a professor of economics, Casey Mulligan, his take from the University of Chicago. But yeah, there's a lot of like game theory here and like social theory.
Oh my God, it got my mind into a pretzel. My first thought was that this is basically a driving tax.
Yeah. Because for the richest.
Yeah, it's just like, call it a driving tax. Say, rich person, anytime you go into your car, you have to pay, you're just going to pay to drive, because that's essentially what this is doing. Yeah. But then on the other hand, if you're using this as a deterrent to prevent speeding, then a $100 fine for this guy is not going to be, it's basically non-existent,
right,
compared to, the rest of us, where we actually will always be thinking about the $100 fine in the back of your head. So, having a sliding scale kind of makes sense. And this may not be theoretical, actually, because the New York City Council is debating a bill that would have a very similar income sliding scale in terms of like parking tickets and, when you're double parking. So the guy who introduced it was like, why should the guy who's, double parking a Bentley pay the same thing as the guy who's double parking a 98 Toyota?
I just can't see that flying in America. They've tried it back in the past, but yeah, we'll see. Tough day for.
I do want to hear what people think about this policy, though. If you want to write in and let us know what you think of the sliding scale traffic fine.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you want more Morning Brew Daily, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also check out the rest of our episodes wherever you get your podcasts.
New episodes drop at 7 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. And you can email us at morningbrewdaily@morningbrew.com.